If you want to get rid of the Google search bar on Google Pixel 10 Pro XL, then unfortunately we cannot really do that with the default launcher that we have on this phone. It is just simply not possible to get rid of it. It is not possible to move it around. It is not possible to remove it completely from the home screen. So the only way to get rid of the Google search bar from the home screen is by installing a third-party launcher. So we have to replace the standard launcher that we have on our phone with another one that we can download, for example, from the Play Store. Of course, this will change how our home screen looks like and how our app drawer looks like. But of course, as a result, we can at least get rid of the search bar at the bottom. So let me show you an example. We're gonna search for Microsoft Launcher. This is an example launcher that we can use on this phone. And I believe this is one of the closest launchers in terms of the visuals, in terms of how it looks like. It is pretty close to the one that we have already on our Google Pixel 10 Pro XL. Of course, there are differences. It is not exactly the same, but the experience is pretty much identical. So we're gonna set it up. I'm actually not gonna allow notifications, so we don't need that. We can grant access to photos and videos, and we can also grant access to allow all files over here. So let's go to all files access, which let's choose the Microsoft Launcher, and we're gonna turn this option on. I'm gonna actually stick with the current wallpaper, but if you want to, in this case, we can also use Bing Daily Wallpaper option, so our wallpaper can change every day. You don't have to sign in with Microsoft account, you can just skip by using skip button in the bottom left corner. We can press OK if you want to, and then we need to wait for the next screen. Over here we can choose our favorite apps that will be immediately added into the home screen. I'm just gonna actually skip that. I'm just gonna press continue and we are all set. So let's press let's go. Over here we need to press set as default in order to make sure that we don't return to the standard Pixel launcher. So if we do that, we have the welcome message. Of course, we have some introduction to the launcher. So we have this page over here, but this is how our launcher looks like. This is how our home screen presents, and this is how our app drawer looks like. And you can notice that we once again have a search bar, some sort of, but we can actually easily get rid of it just like that. If you want to still add the old Google search bar, you can still do that. You just have to search for a Google app. There we go, and we have this search bar. Touch and hold. There we go. We should be able to place it. Let's create the widget. And there we go. Of course, we should be able to also resize it so it has full width on the screen. But this time, of course, we can move it around and we can delete it. We can also make it bigger if you want to, at least a little bit. And there we go. So unfortunately, of course, we get rid of the standard look of the home screen and app drawer. But as a result, we have more personalization options, and we can remove the Google search bar if you don't want it. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe.